out in front of you. Place the hands outside of the hips. Can y'all hear me okay? Good. Hands outside the hips, sit up nice and tall. Bring the attention to the breath. Now this in itself, this position is a yoga pose. It is called stick pose, and there are multiple benefits to this pose when executed correctly. One is we begin to lengthen the back of our legs. So as you press through your heels a little bit, but don't push the back of the knees to the floor. So that makes the heels pop up on a lot of people, and that's hyperextension. But you can tighten your quadricep muscles, and then you also get your pelvis neutral. You might draw the flesh of the buttocks out from underneath so that your core strength is really what's holding you upright. My hands outside my hips are just to turn my shoulders out in external rotation. So find that power in your core that holds you up rather than propping onto the hands and asking the hands to hold up. Bringing the attention to the breath, begin Ujjayi breath. Breathe out. As you inhale, press the heels forward and spread the toes. And as you exhale, point the feet forward. Inhale, press the heels forward, spread the toes. And exhale, point the feet forward. Repeat these movements at your pace. Follow the breath. Widen the feet 12 inches apart or more. As you exhale, rotate the feet inward and down. And as you inhale, rotate outward and up. Reverse the circles, exhaling out and down, inhaling in and up. Focus on breath movement coordination. Perfect. If you're on the floor, take a wide stride with your legs. If you're on the chair, you might choose to sit up on the front edge of the chair. The left knee would be bent and the right leg would be straight out to the side. So for those on the floor, let's alternate. We'll go from right to left. If you're in a chair, though, it might be easier to do like 6 on the right and then switch and do 6 on the left. Okay? So left hand on the mat outside your hip, lean to the left. Turn the right leg in, and as you exhale, slide the right leg over to the left. Sit the hip down, turn the right leg out, and as you inhale, slide wide. Lean right, turn the left leg in, exhale, slide it to the right leg. Sit the hip down, turn the left leg out, inhale, slide wide. Lean left, right leg in, exhale, sit, right leg out, inhale. Lean right, left leg in, exhale, sit, left leg out, inhale. Continue at your pace. One more set. Excellent. And now let's make our way to standing. Let us begin with palm tree vinyasa. Press down through the four corners of your feet. Engage and lift your arches and lift your quadriceps. You'll want to be a few inches away from the wall if that's practical, so that you can do this twist with your arms out. Tighten your quadriceps and firm the abdomen so you have a stable and solid foundation. Returning to Ujjayi breath. Hopefully continuing it. Breathe out. Inhale, Namaste. Exhale, Yoni Mudra. Inhale, palms out, arms up, look up. Exhale, reverse palm lock, chin to chest. Inhale, raise the heels. Lower them slowly while exhaling. Inhale, stretch your spine. And exhale, side bend right. Inhale to neutral. And exhale left. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, twist right. Look up at your hands. Inhale, neutral, chin level. Exhale, twist left. Look up at your hands. Inhale, neutral, chin level. And exhale, lower the arms halfway. Inhale, palms up. And exhale, twist right. Look at your right hand. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist left. Look at the left hand. Inhale, center. Swoop the arms up into reverse palm lock. And exhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back. Firm the abdomen. Inhale, extend the arms to the side walls. And exhale them forward. Inhale, rise up to standing. Lift your chest, lengthen your tailbone. And exhale, hands to the top of the thighs in a half fold. Press the thighs back and the breastbone forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, either relax here or take a full fold. Repeat those two parts twice more on your own. Bend the knees, lift the chest, sweep the arms up by the ears, and inhale up to vertical. Exhale, turn the palms out and take Yoga Mudra. Reach your knuckles towards the mat, lengthen your tailbone, firm your abdomen, and lift your breastbone. Take a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, come to neutral. And as you exhale, hinge at your hip, either half or full, and lift the hands away from the hips. If you don't have osteoporosis or pinya, you can drop the head. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale and place the hand in the crook of the opposite elbow behind you. Inhale, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center. Place the hands on either side of the tailbone. Lengthen your tailbone and lift your breastbone. And on an inhale, return to neutral, returning the hand to the crook of the elbow. And on the exhale, fold, half or full. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, Tadasana. Pause. Very nice. Now take your chair and put it in front of you and take a wide stride with your feet. Hinge at your hip and place your hands on your chair seat. Now turn your right toes out 90 degrees. And it's possible you might want to move your chair over to the right a little. It's not mandatory. But you're going to turn your chest to the right and spin onto the ball of your left foot, bending your right knee into a runner's lunge. Yep, that's exactly it, Lori. Beautiful, everybody. To a runner's lunge. Now press your left quadriceps up. So don't let your knee flag and drop. Press it up into the bone. Draw the breastbone forward, lift it up. Your fingertips can be on your chair if you want assistance. But if you can raise your right arm, let that happen. And let there be a little back bend here. If you want, you can even raise the left arm. And then release your hands to your chair. Pivot back to face the chair seat. And then turn the left foot out 90 degrees. Bending the left knee. Spin onto the ball of the right foot. Press your right quadriceps up to the bone. Optional to raise the left arm or both. And if you're here at the wall, you've got the wall for support. Try to lift your breastbone. And then release your hands back down to your chair. Pivot to face the chair seat in your wide stride again. Lift the arches of your feet. Notice how they want to roll inward. And then hinge forward And if you have osteoporosis, osteopenia, you want your back to be neutral. So you may be able to go with your forearms to the chair seat. If you do not have either of those, you could go all the way down and drop your head if you wish. So the object here, if you're in the half fold, is to lift up through your sit bones so that the back of your legs lengthen in this wide stride posture. And then turn your heels in. If you're all the way down, come on up to halfway. Turn your heels in so your toes are turned out. Bend your knees so that your knees point to your second and third toe. And if your knees are not over your ankles, if they're out in front of your ankles, then you need to adjust your feet. So your knees should be pretty much right over your ankles, like this. Okay? And then bring the arms up into cactus arms. And you can take a little Jnana Mudra if you want, and firm the abdomen, really firm the abdomen. Keep those thighs pressing outward. This is warrior goddess posture. And all right, straighten the knees, straighten the arms, release the arms down. So in my Saturday class, when we were, fighting the pandemic, and we were all, it was very challenging. We were outside on the lawn. This pose, so let's do it again. You'll bend the knees, sit the hips back down, and firm the abdomen. So there is a goddess in the Hindu philosophy called Kali, and she's like the grand poobah. So what we do here was we stick out our tongue and yeah. So do it with me. Come on, y'all. Stick out your tongue. Exactly. Now straighten the knees, straighten the arms. Inhale. And again, exhale and oh yeah, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Yay, y'all, you did it! I'm so excited. Straighten the knees, step the feet together, and just pause for a moment. So we were like roaring at the coronavirus for it to go away when we were doing this in the Saturday outdoor lawn class. Now take your chair over to your right with your back to the wall. Let's start with our posture reset. So upper back on the wall. My sacrum is touching the wall, or my gluteus maximus is. Step the feet forward, and if your knees are delicate, they can remain straight. If they're sound, you'll bend, and you press your upper back in the wall. And what you want to do is wriggle those shoulder blades so they're nice and flat on the wall. And practice Ujjayi breath. Next time you Ujjayi exhale, engage your transverse abdominis by squeezing the hip points to the center. Hold the breath out briefly. And then as you inhale, release that. Keep pressing your upper back to the wall. You may wiggle it flatter again. Transverse abdominis on your exhale. Pause. And inhale. Releasing. Exhale, transverse abdominis. Pause. Inhale, release it. And just breathe normally and focus on the upper back press. Perfect. And then step your feet in, sliding up the wall. Good. Your chair is to your right and the seat of the chair is facing you. So take a wide stride with your feet. And I'm going to have to put the shoes on. I feel the ankle. Dadgummit. Wide stride with your feet. Turn the right toes out 90 degrees. And put them up under the front edge of the chair seat. Turn the left foot in so your back is to the wall, Martha, and you got a wide stride. And you turn your right foot out 90 degrees for triangle pose, and your left foot turns in about 10 degrees. Lift your arches, firm your thighs, shift your hips to the left, reach your right arm out to the right, and tip your upper body right into triangle. Your right hand goes onto the chair back. Onto the chair back. That's it. If you're too far away, get closer. And roll your left shoulder back towards the wall. And then the left arm can come up. You can gaze at the left thumb if that's practical. Nice. Continue with Ujjayi breath and continue to tighten your quadriceps and try to turn them out. Now reach the left arm out to the left, rise up, parallel the feet, step the feet together. Good. Take a wide stride again. Your right foot may or may not be under the front edge of the chair. We're going to do side angle pose. So if you want to use a block for that, you can. Your hand can go on the chair or your forearm can go on your knee. So you can do a wider stride here than in triangle if you want more challenge. You bend the right knee directly over the ankle. Draw the left hip back towards the wall. Firm the thighs. And again, it's a shift of your hips. That's crucial in this pose to move the hips so that you're not bending so much at the waist. Your hand either comes to your chair or it can come on a block inside of your knee. And your left arm either rises up or comes around by the ear. But keep that left shoulder moving back. Avoid it collapsing forward. Yeah, that's a good use of the wall to feel where going back is. And then reach the left arm up and out, straighten the right knee, parallel the feet, step the feet together. Heidi, did we make it for 30 seconds? Good. It's hard. That's a hard pose when you really take those legs wide. Put your foot your chair over on the other side. Wide stride with the feet. Left foot turned out and from my arch through my toe or all the way up under the chair so that when I do this reach, I'm in my correct placement. Draw the right hip back. Right foot turns in about 10 degrees and try to externally rotate your thighs. Shift your hips to the right, reach your left arm out to the left, and place your hand on the chair back. Continue to tighten your thighs like you're trying to turn them out. Right shoulder rolls back, right arm comes up. Reach the right arm up and out. Parallel the feet. Step them together. Notice how you feel. Good. Now side angle pose. On the same side, wide stride with the feet. Left foot out 90 degrees. If you're going to use the chair, you may want your toes up under that front edge. Left knee bends over the ankle. Thighs contract and try to externally rotate. Hips shift right. Upper body tips left. And I either come onto the chair. And here, if I'm putting my hand on the chair or a block, I try to avoid putting all my weight into it. I keep my weight in my legs and let the hand just be there. Right arm can come up or around by the ear. Reach the right arm up and out. Straighten the left knee. Step the feet together. Whew! I felt that. Turn to face your chair seat. Place your left foot in the chair. Your right hand on your left knee. And your left hand on the wall. As you inhale, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, turn your chest left. Each inhale, elongate the spine. Each exhale, move into the twist, squeezing the waist. Rotate back to neutral. Place your foot down on the mat. Move your chair to the other side. Turn to face the chair seat. Right foot in the chair. Left hand on right knee. Right hand on wall. Inhale, elongate. And as you exhale, turn your chest right. Then on your next inhale, you elongate again. Each subsequent exhale, squeeze the waist and move into the twist. Rotate back to neutral. Place your foot down on the mat. Pause for the aftertaste of twist. week we did a dynamic pairing of triangle pose and warrior two pose, moving into one and into the other with the breath. So let's do that again, and we're going to repeat it multiple times. We'll begin with warrior two pose. Take a wide stride with the feet. Turn the right foot out 90 degrees and the left foot in 10 degrees. Bend the right knee over the ankle. Tighten the thighs, externally rotating. Firm the abdomen and extend the arms. Check that your knee is tracking with your second toe, that you see the big toe on the inside. All right? Breathe out. As you breathe in, straighten the right knee, shift the hips to the left, and as you breathe out, tip the upper body to the right. As you inhale, reach your left arm, rise up to standing, and as you exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten, shift the hips, exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise up, gaze right, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, shift, exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise up, exhale, bend the knee, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, shift, exhale, triangle. And then inhale, standing. Exhale, bend the knee. We're going to pause here in warrior two. Turn your palms, as I've done, so they face where your chest is facing. Sweep your left hand around to your right hand. Make fists with your hands, loose fists. Imagine that you're pulling back a bowstring, so isometric, contract your left arm. You're pulling it back, it's really hard. Your elbows all the way bent and back as I'm demonstrating, and then boing, you let it go. And release the arms down. Parallel your feet. Step the feet together. And pause for a moment. Very good. Let's do the other side. Wide stride with the feet. Left foot out 90. Right foot turns in. About 10 degrees. Left knee bends. Right hip draws back to wall. Thighs externally rotate. Abdomen firms. Arms extend. Gaze is over the left hand. Breathe out. As you breathe in, straighten your left knee, shift your hips right, and as you exhale, tip into triangle. As you inhale, reach that right arm up, rise up. As you exhale, you bend the knee and turn your gaze left. Tighten your thighs. Inhale, straighten. Hips shift. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Shift. Exhale. Triangle. Follow your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, tip. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, tip. Last one, we're going to come up and stay up. Inhale, Exhale, bend the knee. Turn your palms to the long side of the mat. Sweep the right hand over to the left. Close the fingers loosely. Like isometrically, really tighten your shoulders and your arms. Pull that bow back strong and boing, let it go. Parallel the feet and step the feet together. Oh good, I hope y'all are having as much fun as I am today. All right, next we'll do Agnisar. So you can either do that sitting on the front edge of your chair, or you can do it standing in front of your chair with the hands on the chair seat, or you can do it in the position that I do it, which is this. So it's the stomach pumps. I think everyone knows that now. If you don't know it, give me a wave and I'll go through it again. Oh, good. Okay. So remember to take 3 belly breaths first. And actually, if you're breathless at all from the exertion, take more than 3 until your breath feels normal, not breathless. And then when you're ready to commence, you'll expel all your air on an exhale. Pull your belly in as strong as you can. Chin to chest, that's important. Let it go, pull it in. Two sets, and when you're done with your second set, either sit on your chair if you want to do the reverse table on a chair, or lie down on the floor if you rather do reverse table on the floor. So you want to have a brief rest after Agnisar, where your hands are on your center and you just breathe and notice how you feel. Notice the power in your center. Excellent. Then if you're going to do reverse table on your chair, you'll sit up on the front edge of the chair and either place your hands on the chair back or the crossbars. If you prefer to do it on the floor, you'll take a seat with your knees bent, your feet flat, your hands outside your hips. So we'll draw our shoulders in. And when you come up, you want your knees to be over your ankles, so not out in front of your ankles like that. You would need to walk your feet forward if that happened. Here we go. Inhale up, tailbone long, and exhale down. Let's repeat this at least 10 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. 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 Exhale down. One more. Good. Take a seat either on the chair or the floor. Extend the hands out in front of you. Turn the palms out. Cross the wrists. Interlace the fingers and wind it in towards you and then upward. And then you drop it down. Straight down until you get a bit of a stretch in your wrists. Unwind. Take your strap and come lying on your left side. Let's start out with a side plank. And again, this pose is another one of the poses in the new Yoga for Osteoporosis sequence. There are 2 new sequences, and this pose is in one of those sequences. So the elbow is directly under the shoulder. That's important. Choose if you want bent knees. And if you choose bent knees, remember you want to draw them back a little. So rather than having them here, you want to pull them back as much as you can. Or you can choose straight legs, you know. And it could be the energy you have on a particular day is which one you choose. I usually try to do the straight legs, but not today, not doing it. Press into your forearm. That means I'll be able to hold it longer though, y'all. Press into your forearm, not straight down into your elbow, and hips up, arm up. Now, if you would like a little less challenge, if you want more challenge, stay up. Otherwise, come down and come back up again. And down. Make sure that you don't collapse your shoulder down when you're in here. You hold it firm. So collapse would look like this. You don't want to drop into it. Come back up. And down. And of course breathe. And if this hurts your elbow, do like Heidi does and put more blanket, put folded blanket under your elbow. It helps, it really does. Inhale up. Good. And check that you're not squishing your neck unnecessarily. And exhale down. That's the common complaint I get is people tend to take it in their neck. So if you're doing a pose that's more challenging than you're ready for, that you could be taking it in your neck if you're not careful. You really got to be mindful. Yes, Lori.
So is it best to be looking straight forward?
Yeah.
And not up?
You could be looking up as long as the head's in line with the spine.
Okay.
As long as you don't drop it forward or twist, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. One more, y'all. Here we go. Yeah. Go, John. All right. And down. Okay. Now go all the way down on your upper arm. Bend the knees. take your strap, and I like to use a loop, up to you, and put the loop across the metatarsal of your right foot, or just below the metatarsal, which is that bone. That's the ball of the foot, yeah. And stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Let this arm be in line with your body, with your torso, not forward or back. Press the foot up into the strap, and then straighten the left leg so you create a straight line with your body. And this should present a little balance challenge. Just a little, yeah. Heidi's doing it right. She fell over. You're doing it right. If you fall over or wobble, it takes a second to get it. Reach out long through the lower leg and up through the upper. Very good. Now release that down. And pause for a moment. Excellent. Now, come on to your other side. We're going to start with our side plank. So we'll be up on our elbow. Shoulders should be directly over elbow. You see how my upper arm bone is perpendicular to the floor. That's the way it should be. If your knees are bent, draw them back. And if they're straight, you want them in line with your body. And you want to look down and your left hip stacks over your right. Here we go. Press into the forearm. Inhale up. If you want more challenge, you stay here. If you want less challenge, you go ahead and go down. And we'll lower down. And then we'll inhale up again. Couple breaths. And come down. Press into the forearm, inhale up. And come down. Just take a couple of breaths, breathe. Don't hold your breath while you're up there. Inhale up. Yeah, go Kathy. And exhale down. Ooh, one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Stretch that arm out and lay on your upper arm. Start out with both knees bent. Place the strap or your loop over the left foot, across the left foot, just below the ball of the foot, and stretch the left leg up. Press the left foot up into the strap. Engage your quadriceps. And then straighten your right leg. Both legs are active. Good. All right. Take this loop off the strap, lower the leg. Pause for a moment. If it works for you, you're going to roll, or you're going to come onto your hands and knees for a second and sit your hips back and take child's pose. If that does not work for you, lie on your back and hug your knees into your chest. Breathe down your spine. If you can, in child's pose, let your hands be around by your feet. If that doesn't work for you, then they can be beside your or at your shoulder somewhere. But having the hands back gives a little more length to the lower back. And now let us all come lying on our tummies. If you want some padding for your pelvis, you can put a folded blanket under your pelvis and pubic area. If you do that, I would suggest that it be a big piece of blanket and then it go from under your breasts down, not just under your pelvis. So it would look like this. See, my breasts are just up above that blanket. That keeps everything in alignment. If it's just my hips up, that messes up the alignment. If it's just the hips on the blanket. So open your blanket one more time, Martha, if you're going to do this from what it was. And I can't see how you put yourself, but I trust that you know. All right, arms down by the sides. Press your pubic bone into the mat. Lift your upper body. Continue to practice Ujjayi breath. Extend the arms back. The arms are lifted, and lift the legs. Locust pose. Reach the lower and upper body in opposite directions and practice Ujjayi breath. Release down. Roll onto your back. Widen the feet to the edges of the mat. Stretch the arms out like a T. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lower the knees to the left and turn the face to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, knees to the right, face to the left. And repeat these movements with your breath. Next time your knees go left, pause there. So your feet are mat width apart, so your knees are separated. And if you wish for the IT band, IT area stretch, you can walk your foot out to your right foot out to the right, flex the foot, press the knee towards the mat, the thigh, and stretch the right arm back. Whoa. Breathe into that. Return your right arm to T placement. Be really mindful when you bring your knees center. Like I drag that right knee over to the left and then I come up. Ah. Your feet are wide, mat width or more. Knees go right. Optional to walk the left foot out to the left. Flex the left foot. Press the left knee down and stretch the left arm back. Oof. And breathe into that. Bring your left arm back to T placement, being very mindful to as you bring your knees back to center. Lay your left leg down on the mat and draw your right knee in. Place the hands on top of the knee. As you inhale, pulse the knees forward, which will straighten the right knee, which will straighten your arms. And as you exhale, pull it in. Inhale, pulse forward, and exhale, pull it in. Repeat. Next time you draw in, hold it in, and you might wrap your arms around to help hold it in. Release your right foot to the mat. Draw the left knee in. Pulsing forward as you inhale, drawing in as you exhale. Follow your breath. you draw the knee in next time, pause there, maybe wrap the arms around and hold it in. And release the left foot to the mat. Take your time, make your way into your resting pose. Either legs up the wall, legs in a chair, or lying on your back. Get very comfortable. Once you get comfortable, take some releasing breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out from the mouth. Letting go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. The body melts into the earth. Spreading out across the floor like a block of ice melting on a warm summer day. Bring the attention to the breath. Gently turn the head side to side. Move the fingers and toes, hands and feet. Take your time and make your way onto one side and then into a seated posture. Take a comfortable seat. We'll close practice simply with our mantra. Bring the hands to the heart. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Namaste.